In this video, I'm going to show you why doing online arbitrage on Amazon using this method is a bad idea. Hi, I'm Matt the ResellChamp. I'm a full-time online seller on Amazon and eBay, here to give you some tips and tricks for selling online. Many of you have probably heard of online arbitrage. The acronym for that in the community is OA. This can be a tricky thing. If it's done incorrectly, it can cause you to have some major losses. Now, one of the tools that I highly recommend that you use is called Keepa. Keepa is a charting or graphing tool that is an extension. It goes on your Chrome browser. You can also go directly to their website, and it will show you basically the history and pricing information for an item on Amazon. And I use it. It's a must-have tool that you have to have if you're going to sell online on Amazon at any kind of a arbitrage type way. What I see happen frequently, I've been doing online arbitrage for years, and what I see all the time is a product, you've probably heard of this term called tanking, where it's a great product, you buy it, you send it into Amazon, and the price tanks. This happens most typically because this product gets spread out across what they call BOLO groups or buy list, or somebody on social media says, hey, look at this product I found, and basically they tank the product. What I want to do in this video is show you an actual graph from Keepa of exactly what it looks like when this happens on a product. And you will see that this is a real, what happens in a real life product tanking. This is a product that I actually sold. Thankfully, I only bought like about, I want to say 5 to 10. And I was able to sell through mine before this happened. And I will show you basically you'll be able to see when you look at this Keepa graph exactly what's going on. So I'm going to put it up on the screen right here. All right, this product was an inexpensive product. I got it through, I use VAs for myself. And so the VAs they use a online software tool that goes through and searches for items that are good for online arbitrage. And we found this product, and as you can see, it was right at this $25, I think it was probably $24.99, $25 price point. That's where I got in. So right at this flat curve, there were only a couple sellers, 2 or 3 sellers, where you'll see this line's flat line on the bottom. All right, so let me be more clear. All right, so on the top part of the graph is the pricing information. The green line is the sales rank, and then the little orange triangles are the new third-party FBA. So that means that that's where you see those orange triangles, that price had the FBA price in the buy box. On the bottom of the graph is the amount of new sellers that are selling that product. All right, so now we're clear. So this is a 3-month. So on Keepa, you can look at a 1-week window, you can look at a 1-month window, you can look at a 3-month window, a year, or you can look at the entire life of the product. And this is invaluable information because you can see what the history of that product has done. And much kind of like a stock, you can see the dips, the ups and downs, where it had a big influx of sellers, and stuff like that. So it's very, very valuable, and I use it for every day making decisions on whether or not to buy a product for reselling on Amazon. And as you can see back here at the beginning of the graph, and you can see from the left to the right, it goes from November up through now, which is February. It's that 3-month window. And back in November, this product was selling pretty decently. The sales rank was not fantastic, but it was pretty good. You can't see the actual numbers, but the sales rank was in the $40,000 to $60,000, $60,000, $40,000 to $60,000 range pretty regularly. And as the FBA seller price got established, it stayed in around the average of a 30,000 sales rank in toys. This is in toys and games, so that's pretty good. As long as you don't have too many sellers, you're going to sell through pretty well. Well, during that time in November, you can see there were only a couple sellers. It's 3 to 4 sellers at that bottom line is all that was on there. And then right at the cusp of December, so this, I would say right around the end of November, probably Black Friday is probably what it looks like. What happened? Well, apparently, this is exactly what a product looks like when it gets put out on a BOLO list, or you subscribe to a online arbitrage list with like 100 other sellers. And that's probably what this is. Somebody put out this product on a list for probably at least 100 or so people subscribed to it. And about 60 sellers went and bought this product and sent it into Amazon. And that happened right at the beginning of, right at the end of November, like the last part of November into the beginning of January. And that price went down fast. So it went from $25 to $24.50, all right, on November 28th. And then it went to $22.73, November 29th, November 30th, $19.03. So somebody dropped it from 22 to 19, and then it went from 19 to 16 on December 4th, and so on and so forth. And as you can see, as the sellers started to climb, 20 sellers, 30 sellers, boom, at 40 sellers, the price was at $12.98, and it never recovered. It just kept going all the way up to like 60 sellers, 65 sellers. The price was under $10 for this $25 item. To now, all right, that price never stopped dropping. It is currently at $4.75. This item cost, I want to say $5. I can't remember what I paid, but it was around $5 to $6 maybe for this product. At $25 sale price was a great ROI. This product, there are currently still 60 sellers with new listings of this product. Sales rank still about the same in the 30 to 40,000 range, and that price is now under $5 at $4.75, because 50 to 60 people paying for a buy list got this as a opportunity to buy, went and bought the product at $5. Let's just say it was $5, and they sent all of them in at the same time to Amazon. And in order to try to get the sale over the other 60 people, they started dropping the price and dropping the price. And then if most sellers on Amazon using online arbitrage use what they call a repricer, I use one, and it does the exact same thing. So basically, as one person drops their price, everybody else drops their price. Person drops their price, everybody else drops their price. You're really, the only thing you're really doing is dropping the price for everybody when you do that. And the because everybody has repricers, so there's no, you're really not gaining an advantage by dropping your price. To, you're basically just dropping the price for everybody. So the only person that's winning in this scenario is the customer who's actually getting to buy the product now cheaper on Amazon than they could have bought it from the retail store where we originally all sourcing it from. So this, I see this chart and graph all the time, at least once a day when I'm looking through products. I see where this has happened on a product. Great sale price, hardly any sellers, and it does this where it just all starts, top one starts dropping, bottom one starts climbing, and they start to meet. And when that happens, that means that that product got blown out on Instagram or on social media. It got put out into a BOLO group. You know, a lot of people buy into these Facebook BOLO groups, and this is exactly what happens. So be very careful. You know, I'm not saying you can't find a product that might work in one of those groups or one of those lists, but they are very few and far between. So I would be very careful before buying a product that you see somebody puts out on social media, or you get into a BOLO group or something like that. Because online arbitrage now on Amazon is so saturated. There's so many sellers doing it in all these groups that when something like this happens, everybody loses. So wanted to share that with you. This is a real life example of what it looks like when you're selling on Amazon. This happens very frequently, basically where the price gets tanked on a product. Now, you can do Amazon online arbitrage the right way. It's harder, it takes longer, you do your own research, you have VAs that do the research, but basically you can do it, but it's much more difficult now, and there are no shortcuts. And when you do a shortcut, this is exactly what happens. So hopefully that's been a great tip for you guys. You do want Keepa. You need to look at Keepa. This is a great tool. It is a paid tool. It used to be free. There are parts of it now that are still free, but you have to get the sales rank and other things, you have to buy it. You have to have it. If you're going to do any kind of arbitrage with Amazon, you have to have it. It's a must-have for you to research before you decide to buy a product. I'm hoping this helps you guys. I thought I would share this because I've seen it frequently, and I wanted to say, hey, this is exactly what happens when a product gets blasted out into these groups and on social media as a possible buy. So be very careful before you do that yourself, before you put a product into a BOLO group, or before you share it on social media, because this is exactly what will happen. And again, everybody loses. All the sellers lose. The buyer is the only winner in this scenario. Take the opportunity. If you have not already, please subscribe.